Okay, so I want to start, maybe replicate it when you want to, you know, do something like that. So I'm going to start with WordFence. Okay, let me install it. Activate. Then get the WordFence license. This will take me to this their website where I'll select the free license. Then I'll click on okay, waiting 30 days for this. Then you put in your email address. So let me just put in my email address. I'll select no, I'll take this and then register. So they'll send the license to my email address. So I have to go to my email address and get the license. Okay, so let me get the license. So this is the email. So there are two ways you can install this license. If you click on install my license automatically and it doesn't work, you can just come. This is the license key. So you can just copy it and go to your WordFence and click on install an existing license and just paste it. But let me do the automatic install. So I'll click on install my license automatically. It should take me back to the website. I can see it here, so I'll just install it. But assuming it doesn't work, what I have to do is just copy that license key here and paste it. Okay, if you're getting the screen, just refresh it. Let me go back. Just go to the dashboard and make sure that it has been installed. Resume installation. Okay, I don't think it installed. So let me just do that. I'm going to copy that license key, which is this one, paste it here. Then the email address I use in registering. No, this, then install license. Okay, now it's installed. Go to dashboard. Then look at this. It's a very important step. It's like the remaining step. Okay, if you see this, just next, or just close this thing. Just close it. So this um first time configuration, this to make your site as secure as possible, take a moment to optimize the WordFence web application firewall. So just click here to configure. It's going to do a first time configuration. That's what it's asking you. And then before you continue, it's going to ask you to download something. It's going to ask you to download a particular file. It's a sensitive WordPress file that it wants you to download so that if there's any mistake, you can easily go and you know install it back. That is, put the file back to your, to your website. So just for security reasons, they're asking you to download this. So just click on download. When it starts to download, you can now click on continue here. If you don't download it, it's not going to allow you to continue. So that's it. Close. This configuration takes, I think it takes about a week. You can see it's currently in learning mode. Currently in learning mode. So after it's trying to learn, how best to secure your website, it's going to take a little bit of time. So this is all you need to do. You can now save. You can save the changes. Then let's talk about login security. Okay, let me enable this auto update so that the plugin can update on its own. So let's talk about login security. Let me go to under WordFence. You see login security. So there are two settings I normally introduce into some website, but not all. I don't use the two all the time. But if it's a very, very sensitive website that I don't really want to play with the website, I'm going to activate two-factor authentication. This two-factor is going to, you know what two-factor authentication is now. For example, you use it in Facebook and some apps like that. What you do is, when you are trying to log in into your admin dashboard, they will send a code. Okay, this one doesn't actually send the code. This one you need an app, an authenticator app. What I use is, I use Google Authenticator. You can download it from Google Play Store. Let me see if I will see the Google Authenticator APK. So when you download that Google Authenticator, you just link it to this file, to this website. This is Google Authenticator. You can look for it in your Play Store. So when you download it, you open the authenticator. You can just watch YouTube videos to guide you if you don't know how to work with it. It's very simple though. When you open it, you click on a plus button and click on scan QR code. When you click on scan QR code, you scan this code showing here. This code showing here. So when you scan it, Google Authenticator is going to give you a code. It's a time-based code actually. That is, the code changes every, I think every 20 seconds it changes. So it will give you a code. So you quickly type in the code here. After typing it, you click on activate. Once you click on activate, it will activate two-factor authentication for this website. So anytime somebody is logging in from a device, anytime you're logging in, it's going to ask you to put that code, to put an authenticator code. It's for security reasons, because somebody might have your password, somebody might steal your password and is trying to log in. So without that authenticator, the person will never have access to log in to the website. So that's the benefit. Then another thing I often use is this reCAPTCHA. Recapture from Google. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Maybe you don't know you might not recognize the name, but I'm sure you've actually seen it. It's a very popular security feature online. For example, when you are going to some certain sites, maybe you want to perform an action, they'll tell you to select images of a bicycle, or select images of a truck, or images of a ship. That is Google Capture. Is a security feature. Okay, look at it. Or it will ask you to select that you're not a robot. So that is another security feature that you can implement from WordFence. So for you to use it is also very, very simple. You go to this part under settings. This is two-factor. This is settings itself. So you go down, you scroll down, you see reCAPTCHA. So for you to use it, you need this site key. Site key. Recaptcha has different versions. That's version 1, version 2, version 3. Version 1 will ask you series of questions. Version 2 will ask you to tick that I am not a robot. That's the second one. This one to ask you to tick that you're not a robot. This one is for version 1. To ask you to select. This one is very difficult. Sometimes in manual work. This one asks you to tick whether you're a robot or not. But the version 3, where is it? The version 3 is stealth. That is like it works in the background. You don't need to, do any security test. It will test you in the background without you actually doing anything. So it's neater and more better. So to implement it, click on this place, recaptcha admin page. Just open it. You might need to sign up or register or anything, but since you have already a Google account, it's going to be simple for you to use. So once you enter there, it asks you to add a site. So you can either click create or look for somewhere they wrote add site, but you can look at for create here, and then you just put in the label, the name of the site, the name of site. Then this is where you can select version 2 or version 3. So just leave it in version 3 because WordFence needs version 3. So you now add the domain. The domain is the website name, www.website.com. This is domain name. Sometimes you don't need www, you just paste it like this. When you finish up, you click on submit. So when you do that, it's going to give you a site key. Let me go back to one of the ones I did for this particular one. Okay, yeah, it's going to now give you these two things here. Once you are done, it will provide a site key and a secret key. So copy this site key, paste it inside here. Activate this first because without activating it, you cannot do anything here. So activate it, turn it on. Then you now paste the site key inside here. You go back, copy this secret key, paste it inside here. That will give you the. When you're done, you now click on save. Click on save. It's now going to add this security feature again to your login pages. It's only going to be in the login pages. Anywhere somebody's trying to log in, the captcha will, verify the security. If it's a bot, if it's a hack, it will know and it will prevent the person from logging in. So these are the main things while configuring WordFence. And when you go to your dashboard, eventually when the whole thing has been totally set up and all that, if there's any breach, it's always going to show you here in this activity log. If it blocks some IP addresses, you'll be seeing it here. There's this website I'm on right now. Look at this one. You can see the activities here. These are some IPs that were blocked. They were probably trying to hack into the website. You can see this one is 52 times. You can see some they were blocked. And somebody tried to log in with an admin name. Unfortunately, the username of this particular website is not admin. It's a different name. And anytime somebody wants to log in with a username like admin that is not registered, it will automatically block it immediately. This WordFence, it will block it immediately. You can see login attempt. Somebody trying to log in with the admin username and it blocked it. So this WordFence is very, very nice. It works very well. It protects your website. So that is about WordFence. So I want to go to the next one, which is Updraftplus. I have not installed it yet. Let me install it. Plugin. So this one is used for backing up. Sorry. Search options. activate it. Okay, so this one we use it in making a backup of the website of a website. So to access it, just go to setting. You see Updraft Plus here. Let me close these things. All right, so we use this one in creating backups of websites. We use it in creating backups of websites, and you can send the backups to you know some some remote servers where they can be stored. So to use this one, just simply let's set it up first. Let's go to settings. You can see that you can select a schedule. This is the default schedule, which is weekly, two backups. That is after two backups, the next one, once you create a new backup, the oldest ones it will delete it. It will only leave two backups so that you don't overcrowd your storage with backups. So these are the storage areas you can select: the vault, FTP, this, Microsoft Azure, Dropbox. But I normally use Google Drive. Dropbox is another free one that you can use. Dropbox is good, but I use Google Drive. So when you click on Google Drive, you need to set it up. You need to link it to your Google Drive. So just go down and click on sign in. Click on sign in to take me to where I'm going to select my account. So if I select this account, it's going to create. Okay, let me do that. But I don't actually want to do this with this, but let me just go ahead. Allow. Then just click on this complete setup. This means that my website, this Updraft Plus, has been linked. It has been linked to Google Drive. So if it's not selected, just come back to settings and select it. You can see account folders name. Make sure it's showing your name. Make sure it's already linked. It will be showing your name. Then select it and then click on save changes. Now I can go back to backup and restore and then click on backup. Okay, so once I click on backup, it will back up the entire website, the database, the plugins, the themes, the uploads, and every other thing, to back it up and send it to my Google Drive. That's how it works. And this is the main thing you're just supposed to do, nothing else. Once you set it up, link it to your Google Drive, and then you can make a first backup to make sure everything works. After backing up, go to your Google Drive and check. Go to your Google Drive and check for the backup. The storage, the folder is usually Updraft Plus. You can see this one. This is how the where is it? Yeah, this is how the folder is in your Google Drive. You can see backups. These are automatic backups. So this one is set up to backup weekly, every week, to create a new backup. So that is it. So eventually, when you want to, if there's anything you want to do, maybe like you made a mistake, you want to restore the backup, is also simple, very very simple. You want to restore a backup, you can click on rescan storage, or the backups will actually be listed here. The current and old backups will be listed here. You just click on restore. Let's say you want to move to a new website. That is another thing. You want to move to a new website, it's also very simple. Since you already backed everything up, you go to the new website, install this Updraft Plus backups, then just come here, link everything, link the Google Drive, then come and click on scan, rescan storage, remote storage. It will scan the remote storage and show you the latest backups. Okay, so you now click on restore. It might take a little time, but to restore the website exactly the way it was. It's one of the good ways of migrating a website. So you can use this to actually do more than just backups. You can use it to do migrations as well. And then make sure you set it up to at least backup every week. I don't know if this daily actually works. I've tried it, but I don't think it worked. But weekly always works. Now this is a free version, so not everything will be working the way you want it. If you're using a pro version, you can back up every 2 hours. So I normally leave it in weekly, so it will back up and send it to Google Drive. So this is the third thing. Then what's the next thing in our I think the next thing should be Google Analytics setup. Don't know if I should make, okay, let me make a separate video for that one.